And when it comes to the TikTok ban, I want to talk to parents directly. And I'm being sincere here as a parent who received a screenshot that TikTok from my daughter's phone that she sent to me saying that TikTok is not available at the time. And I could sense, I mean, she wasn't freaking out. She just like, oh, Dad, here we go. Sent it with the eye roll emoji. I knew what was going on. I said, don't worry, baby girl, Dad is on the case, and we're digging in to find out what's going to happen. And she was like, okay, thanks, Dad. Inside, as a parent, I'm with you. We're going to celebrate the downing of a social media app that has been rotting our kids' brains. Yes, inside, we're like, ah! And outside, we might be, now you have to go outside. Now you have to go play. Now you have to go do something else. Maybe you read a book now. I'm encouraging every parent not to. I'm encouraging every parent to step back and see what this is to your kids. Whether you like it or not, whether you are a supporter of TikTok or not, your kids are a supporter of TikTok. Your kids are addicted to TikTok. I'm going to use that word. This is an addiction. The dopamine hit that your kids get every time they launch TikTok and start doom scrolling, happy scrolling, puppy scrolling, grudge scrolling, whatever it is. That's their addiction. That's their dopamine hit. They get that dopamine hit and they've become addicted. So I'm encouraging you as a parent, and I'm encouraging myself as I say this, to have a little bit of an understanding that your kids just had their fix ripped from them. And from them, in their eyes, they now see going to Instagram, God forbid Facebook. To them, it's like going back to MySpace. For them, it's like shooting heroin all day, and then you being told, here, you can go to Instagram. It's like smoking a joint and thinking they're going to get the same high. They're not. They're mad. They're upset about this. And I got to tell you, for those that are celebrating TikTok's demise, or at least their suspension or their current dark status, you can celebrate that. You really, really can. Outwardly, I would encourage you as a parent just to show a little bit of empathy, or just stay silent on the issue, because your kids are struggling with this. And if you are cheering the government taking down TikTok because you think it's a terrible app, and now that your kid's off it, so you're celebrating, my question to you is, why didn't you take your kid off of it? You didn't take your kid off of it because A, it was easy, B, you know how hooked they were on it, and what just a demon child they would be without their TikTok, without their beloved scrolling, without their dopamine hit they get every single day from it. And I'm not immune to this at all. I get the same through Instagram. I'm on Instagram more than I'm on anything. I get on Instagram and maybe some YouTube every now and again, but I mean, for the most part, I do. If I'm bored, I'm like, yeah, let's see what's going on. Start scrolling through. Maybe scroll through X. That's that same dopamine hit that your kids get. It's like comfort food, but there's an addiction to the comfort food. So the kids freaking out about it right now, I understand it. I get it. I totally understand. I'm an outdoorsman that preaches the benefits of bringing your kids outside, getting them off of Xboxes into tackle boxes, right? That's one of my biggest pushes. No child left inside. I love that. But I understand that their cell phone comes with them. Their cell phone comes with them because there is it's almost like it's an appendage. They grew up with technology. Going to a place without technology is like going to a place without they take off your arms when you get there. It doesn't work that way. So I've always encouraged parents in the outdoors, have your kids be their photography, be a videographer, or get into nature photography or whatever it is, or teach them the cool outdoor apps that you use and have them be the expert of those apps. I mean, there's so many different ways, but it has to come from an understanding that our kids grew up in technology and it is part of them. TikTok is part of them. If they're grumpy today, if you say, hey, kids, the Bills game's on, and they're like, and you're like, whoa, what the heck happened there? Give them a little bit of grace. give them a little bit of understanding. And this is we just help our kids through it. You can celebrate. Like I said, you can celebrate inside. You internally, or you can go over to your spouse and be like, 3 or 4 days without without TikTok. Woohoo! Maybe, but not to them. Because again, that's their addiction. And then maybe you use it as a jumping off point to have a conversation with your kids about those kinds of things.